guys, this is Jose G, and today we are gonna be playing a little of World of Warcraft. Focusing today, we are a stream mostly on doing horrific visions. Hey there, you see there is 65. Gonna be a really nice stream, mainly because I wanna try to do something crazy. With crazy, I mean, when I try to complete a faceless max of horrific vision. This means that we're gonna have 8 different kind of afflictions with one single horrific vision, which is gonna be crazy. And trust me, it's gonna be tough as hell. Needless to say, we're gonna have a great amount of fun today. Which I'm gonna see how far I can progress. Last time I was able to progress. Maybe I couldn't even complete one of the objectives. But we're gonna do it again. This time I'm prepared with flags, I'm prepared with potions, I'm prepared with everything to be able to complete it. Needless to say, we're gonna have a great amount of fun today. We're also gonna be doing some dells. Multiple dells we're gonna be completed. And also we're gonna be focusing on trying to get some Xbox. But we are gonna see, guys. I'm super excited. I really want to see how we are gonna be progressing today. I have been also, in case that you are a little of progression here, I've been also focusing on trying to get the PvP gear for my Demon Hunter, the Gladiator set, probably later the Elite version of this one. So that's gonna be interesting. Needless to say, guys, we're gonna be now preparing for the horrific vision. I'm gonna drink some flags of temporary sweetness, which focus on my haste, which is gonna make things make me do a little more benefits. Haste is the main stack I have to take care with my Demon Hunter if I want to be able to get better. But I think damage are not gonna stop. Alright, so we're gonna go to It's on Rig stickers. We're gonna be preparing with everything. The talents are ready. And read something that people are reading on the chat about Antorus, the Burning Front. You can totally solo the place. The only fight that can be annoying is Eonar, but there is some mechanics that you can follow, which is mostly jump into the ship and go back to killing the different weights of enemies. But that probably is gonna be something that I'm gonna explain in another location. Needless to say, we are gonna be beginning with the horrific vision today. With a faceless max. Here we go. Gonna be quite fun to see how far we can progress with this horrific vision. I'm going with my Demon Hunter, Tanis Pet. I'm gonna try to solo without going with Solidormi.
A bastion of the holy light, now fallen to the void. A staging ground for N'Zoth's armies. Obeying the whispers in her mind.
Let's just say we are prepared with the flags. I got flags of temporary sweetness, I got potions, I got heal potions, I got agility food, I got the right trinkets, I got the right talents. Oh well, I think the talents that are gonna be helping me a lot with this run. So let's see how things are gonna get.
I have been expecting
It's gonna begin with the horrific vision. Needless to say, guys, thank you for joining today. I'm gonna try to be more faithful with the schedule. I have been a little busy lately. Wanted to say we are gonna be continue, especially gonna be focusing when the new patch begins. I don't know still a concrete release date, but when it comes, I'm gonna be super prepared with my Demon Hunter. Right, that was super fun to begin with the run here. I'm gonna dismiss a little battle pet here. I don't think it's not had any use in these cases.
Please, save my son.
No, got to be careful. Each time I move forward, I'm gonna generate these boy pools, which makes things way more intense. And each time I kill one of these mods, it's gonna be a boostering effect, which is gonna make the other mods more powerful. So have to be careful what I'm killing and the right order. And I ended up using my little hell with the horrific vision, which is really bad. I probably should have been using that. I'm gonna leave this horrific vision and I'm gonna begin from zero because I ended up using my one of the abilities, which is if I die, I'm gonna get back with 500 sanity pad, and I don't want that. So let's to say we are gonna begin once again. Yeah, I'm experiencing some kind of lag a little win from my end.
A bastion of the holy light.
So I'm trying to gonna be doing this slower
A staging ground.
and see how far we can progress.
Obeying the whispers in her mind. Amelia Windrunner forces all to submit to the old god or be purged.
In case, guys, that you type and I can see what you're typing. Apologies, a little trying to focus super hard in trying to complete this run of weak horrific visions. I got our trusty friend here, Hugger, which is one of the little epics included with this run of the horrific visions. Okay, and he is down. Now I'm gonna be getting one of the buff from this place, which involves killing this guy. August Molany, he's gonna be give me a buff of versatility in the whole run. And it's called Requish Bulbar, which give me 7% of increased versatility. Super useful. Everything here is gonna help me to be able to complete the Horrific Vision better. Right, so far we're making great amount of progress on this run. Needless to say, I'm trying to take it slow, because if I make the most simple mistake here, I'm gonna end up dead. We gotta hear our friend Hooger appearing once again. And I got a nasty affix that makes me run without any control for like 5 seconds. So it's quite nasty, and I have to be careful because we can go to the direction where I don't want to go. Okay, Hooger is dead. Gonna continue. And I got super lucky that we got this section right here available. Like, this is the little, if I complete this little puzzle here, I'm gonna get 10% increase of damage. You have to be careful, don't get hit by any of the mines. Right, I was able to complete it, and we got a new buff called Empowered. Damage done increased by 10%. Beautiful. Gonna put in position the bombs. I'm gonna go prepare. Have to be careful here. There is gonna be a lot of different mobs. Gonna back off. These things are getting a little more harder. Okay, at least I now only have to face Hooger. I have to interrupt her. And I got this nasty debuff that have make me run for 5 seconds. Super nasty. Okay, I was able to defeat Hooger. So far we are doing quite good to buff, to be able to use to buff on this run. We got versatility and also increased damage buff, which gonna make things way easier for us. Nice, let's go take care of this guy. This is one of the mini boss from this section. If I defeat it, he's gonna give me 150 sanity points back. I hate that debuff. Look at it, make me run totally on random. It's super nasty. Nice. I was able to defeat the mini boss here. Well, I'm definitely making progress now. Just gonna plant the bombs. And I have to be careful here because these mobs they hit super hard. So I'm gonna use a DPS burst really quick. Okay, I was able to defeat the two archers, which is a deadly mob because it can make a lot of critical straight damage and basically kill you with few shots. Okay, let's go now here. It's gonna interrupt, and I use all the way out against these mobs. Okay, I'm gonna go here and focus on destroying all these mobs. Luckily, if I know Cougar is gonna appear after I kill all of them. There we go. Okay, nice friend Cougar. Right, and Hooger is down. We got 150 sanity points. I'm gonna take care also of these other mods, so Hooger is gonna appear again, and that's gonna help us to get more sanity back. Right, let's go here. Let's gonna use some sig like all these creatures. Okay, I think I was able to clean out the whole place. Now what I'm gonna do is gonna have be careful when I just set up the bombs. And I'm not gonna engage the last boss here because I need more sanity.
Detonate the explosives and let's get out of here.
So what I'm gonna do is just go here, detonate the explosives, and well, I'm not gonna engage with the last boss over here. I'm going to the another place of the horrific vision. It's gonna go here, but probably get some mods. Okay, I got some mods here. Right, I was able to take down all the different mobs, which allowed me to summon Hugger faster. You have to be careful with this. Don't be on these void pools.
I will never forsake the light. Foolish paladin, the light has abandoned you. Embrace the void.
Okay, and I had to use my extra life there. Come on, jump. Okay, we got Hugger behind us. Have to be careful with this. Gonna go everything with this little group of enemies. There's some mobs that hit like hell. Even for me as a tank, they take a good amount of my heal in seconds. It's like I had to get super be careful because if I don't, I'm gonna get instant kill with all these mobs. Okay, now what the best thing I can do right now is wait until Hugger appear again and it's gonna give me more sanity back. There we go. I hate that debuff that makes you run totally random. And I don't know what the hell happened and they're dying there. Well, I was unable to even complete one single objective. As you can imagine how tough is this thing. I got some mementos. Needless to say, that was part of the horrific vision. 8 faceless max. It's quite hard, guys. I mean, not gonna lie. It's like there is so many things that can go wrong in any second. Like if you get a storm and you was not expecting that, trust me, that's gonna you definitely gonna end up dying. It's crazy because you can do in horrific visions. You definitely can do too much mistakes.
Stormwind City.
I don't know what to do. Probably what I'm gonna do something radical here, and I'm gonna go with Soridormi as a tank. We're gonna be 2 tanks doing this thing and see how things are gonna be. I know that everything is gonna get increased damage, and the mods are gonna get more health. But let's do it. I mean, nothing to lose. It's gonna be fun. What's that, Traneco official? How's it going? What we're gonna do is gonna go with 2 tanks doing this thing. Look at that, Soridormi is better than me taking out the aggro. I'm doing an experiment here, guys. I'm going as 2 tanks doing this thing. It's gonna get crazy. I remember when I went. Yeah, it's tracking official. Yeah, definitely, it's quite beautiful. There's a lot of different content that is available too. You can see this is one of them. Well, this is basically from Battle for Azeroth, but they included in the new expansion. It's called Horrific Visions, where we're in this kind of nightmare with every creepy things all over everywhere. Oh, you played the Burning Crusade? Yes, Burning Crusade is also quite beautiful. One of the best expansion, in my opinion, with the World of Warcraft. But you know, now after all these years, we got new content. There is a lot of new things to do. So you're right. I mean, there is a quite amount of great things to do on the game, and this is one of them now. More content, of course, after all these years. And this is quite fun. I mean, the mods are hitting so hard that they actually ended up killing Soridormi. And now I'm like tanking myself here. This is crazy. Look at all this crazy stuff around the screen. Nah, I ended up dying there. Yeah, definitely not good. It's not a good idea go to get the hell out of here. It's not a good idea go with Solidor as a tank. That was quite a shame. I ended up being obliterated. Um, Probably I should. Yeah, you're right, Tranek official. You can collect different war glades. Um, the thing is that is even now interesting with this World of Warcraft is that we have this thing called time walking dungeons, which is basically go to time walking dungeons from the Burning Crusade in this occasion. And you can also do the Black Temple time walking, which is doing, as I said before, doing the Black Temple Ray. And you can actually go there and have the chance to get the Illidan Warglades, the appearance of that. So that's one of the coolest things. In case that you're wondering, this class is called Demon Hunter. Like Illidan basically is the same class that Illidan. And you can be a tank. What the hell is it? Wow, all my gear is destroyed and I didn't notice? Explain a lot. Okay, I don't require Solidor me assistant and I'm gonna go back because the thing is that I need to repair my armor. I just noticed that. But yeah, now that we got this class I'm playing right now, because you're wondering, is called Demon Hunter. It was added on the Legion expansion. This is basically the Illidan class. It can be a tank or it can be a DPS. And in the latest patch that is coming, they're gonna add another spec, which is gonna be another DPS spec. Super focusing on that. You can see here, I got 2 specs. Yes, you are right. They kind of look like a rogue, but they are no like a steel class. They don't have anything to steal. But there is a class that can be an amazing tank. Like Demon Hunter tank is my favorite tank to play. I would say they're kind of squishy class, but they're fun to play, super fun to play, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what we're gonna get with the next patch that is gonna be. There is still no release date about the next patch, but they're gonna add another DPS spec. So we're gonna have now a Demon Hunter with 3 specs. Right now they only have 2 specs. I'm playing as a tank right here. You can see they can take a lot of damage, and
obeying the whispers in her mind, Illyria Windrunner
well, depend on which raid. So you tell me, okay, they got this book called Adventure Guide now. So you tell me what things we can solo right now. Like I can, for example, right now I can solo classy raids. I can solo the Burning Crusade raids, no problem at all. I can go to Black Temple and basically destroy everything in seconds. Even Illidan with few attacks. Bravo Lich King, I can do it. Cataclysm, Miss of Pandaria, Warlords Legion, Battle for Azeroth. Shadowlands is a little more challenging doing solo. And Dragonfly you can do it solo. And currently we are in the War Within. So yeah, you can solo, but you can go to look for raid. I mean, not on all these old raids. You only can go look for. I mean, if you want, you can do the manual group and go to with another players. No problem at all. But it's no point because you can solo most of these things. Now, in let's say Dragonfly expansion, you definitely need a group to go to the raids. Yes, they actually steal. Um, but we don't go to like boarding cruiser race. We now. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice to know, Tranek official. Um, like right now, for example, we got raid groups for the latest expansion, the War Within, and you can see right here. These are the two. There are two raids available. The latest thing. We got the version Undermine, which is a Goblin Fiend raid, and Neruk R plus with a lot of spiders there. And they're gonna add the last, I think in my opinion, is the last raid to this expansion that's still not yet out. We got only two raids. There is some guilds that they actually go raiding. Um, and they love to go raiding. Some of the guilds I have been like right now you got in the case that you want to go to raids, you got different difficulties, raiding difficulties. Look at um, 4 different difficulties with raids. You got look for raid, look normal, heroic, and mythic. That's 4 difficulties, and the best guilds they go to the less difficulty is mythic. People go there. I mean, most of the people that go there are guilds, and it's the best thing. I mean, it's like going to Black Temple. Black Temple, well, in the Burning Crusade, got raid difficulties, but now in the War Within or the retail World of Warcraft, you got raid difficulties, so it can get really, really intense. Man, what the hell is this little house? Is a pain in the ass to go there. Taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Or losing a lot of sanity without any reason. Wow, things are getting out of hand right now. Look at all these things that are appearing right away in front of me. And I almost out of my sanity. Give me 1 sec, Tronic. I'm trying to don't die here and defeat Hooger because he gives me sanity back. Is it really hard to get out with a kill? Not really. I mean, there is well, in the Burning Crusade, as far as I remember, I played the Burning Crusade Classic. I mean, it's not really hard because you got dungeons that you can do on heroic difficulty. The gear that you get from these dungeons are, I mean, on heroic difficulty, I think are good. That's decent for beginner rating. But of course, I mean, you want the best thing. I guess you want to go to the Black Temple where you actually you need a nice a raid group, most likely guildies to go there. But in our retail, which is what I'm playing right now, there is a lot of things that you can do to gear up. Some of the Dells are this new content that came up on this expansion called Dells, which are basically solo player dungeons. Or you can go with a group too. So most likely are like solo dungeons where you can compete with only yourself. Yeah, some items from the heroic raids, I remember they were actually quite good compared with raiding gear. Stronghold solo, yeah, probably. Since it's the Burning Crusade, I believe you. You can. No, probably it's gonna be a little hard. I mean, going to a stronghold, still is gonna require a little, or little potions, make it the right amount of damage to solo the place if you are in the Burning Crusade expansion. But I remember this a nice a nice place to go to get all different kind of gear. No, this is what I'm doing right now is some kind of mini event that originally came up on Battle for Azeroth expansion. This is called Horrific Visions. It's an scenario where you got a vision from basically one of these old gods called Nisud, where you see how things could it be. Yes, so you can solo the place or go with a group. It's up to you, and you are in this kind of dystopia where basically the old gods, in this case Niso, won, and everybody is under his control. So we are just like going through the horrific vision here and trying to complete some objectives. Yeah, this was originally added on Battle for Azeroth expansion, but they bring them back from this expansion. As you can see, you require a lot of different agilities and things to do in order to don't get to complete this thing. The pace of the gameplay is way more faster compared in. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oof. I hate Hooger. I mean, look at that thing. That thing basically make a lot of critical strike and kill me with few hits. That's the beauty with these horrific visions. It's too hard, and I couldn't even complete one objective. That's crazy. And the fun part is that the Ogrimmar Horrific Vision, I could actually complete 2 objectives. And here on the Stormwind one, which I thought was going to be easier, is actually way harder, and I was not counting on that. Well, so this is the current city, Trakenoki. Look at this thing. This is the capital city from this current expansion. It's called Dornogal. It's like Shatra City in the Burning Crusade expansion, where you got, all the sellers of different quests. You got this thing called Dells, that's where I'm gonna go right now. This is the map of the current expansion. It's called Castle Guard. We got another place called Undermine. Look at all this thing. I mean, it's blown my mind the amount of content that you can right now. Look at this thing. We got Pandaria, Sandalar, this is Battle for Azeroth, Broken Isle, Legion Expansion, Dragon Isles, Dragonfly, the classic Esther Kingdoms, Northrend, and you can even go to another wars. Like we got Draenor, Shadowlands, Aulan, well, we're part of the Burning Crusade expansion right here, the classic Aulan. But now you got other dimensions, Shadowlands, Draenor or Warlords. This is another back on time. Everything in Azeroth, Kanda. Probably there is more island to explore. But you can imagine, look how it's kind of blow my mind the amount of content that we have over all these years. Probably they're gonna add way more things, like probably they add another island here, or maybe they flick the map and you got another continent or something like that. Alright, now that I failed miserably completing the horrific vision, what I'm gonna do is gonna do some dells, which is the solo dungeons. I was not expecting that thing to be that hard in my opinion, but it was hard. Okay, I'm gonna get some cover keys. This one right here. We got one cover key to complete with our dell. This is gonna allow me to get an extra reward. You can see the frame per seconds are going nuts. Yeah, they're very cool, but my computer is gonna blow up. I see the frame per second going down super quick. Also, this is called Dragon Flying. Like they added a system with the flying mounts. You can see now you can go faster. You can do all kind of different maneuvers that you want. This was added on the Dragonfly expansion. So that's a little, that was part of a new content from the Dragonfly expansion. And these are dells, because you're wondering, this is the solo dungeons, all the rewards, this is the difficulty, you got 1 to 11, this is tier 11, I'm gonna go to this one. And we are in the dell right now. We got another system called the Titan Consoles, which is talent points. So every dell has a different difficulty and setting. In this case, I had to collect these candles and place them in order to don't lose my heal. So I had to be careful. Like, and we got all these kind of enemies here. This is some kind of Indiana Jones, I will say. So these are the belts, basically solo dungeon, and you can go with the brand Bronzebeard, which is your companion. He can be a healer, DPS, or tank, so you got everything with him. You can see here, you can solo this play. I mean, this kind of dungeon is for solo players. You actually don't need a party to go here. You can go to with a party of players if you want to, but it's not necessary. Okay, it's gonna pick up the candle and continue to the next part. Let's go here. It's gonna put all these little creatures here. And let's go crazy DPS, combining with tanking. Things getting super crazy right now. Gonna be pulling all these mobs too. And this guy definitely had a lot of heal. Let's take the candle and put in here to focus more on these enemies right here. Right now with this expansion, I got 13. I got 13 million heal. I'm a tank, so you can say you had a lot of heal because I got 13 million. Yes, I know it's crazy, but I mean most of the players. Ah, beautiful, just what I needed. Why the hell this guy always appear when I'm gonna be destroyed? Yeah, that's a lot. 13 million is a lot of heal, to be honest, but the normal players had like around 5 million, 6 million, so it's not like super something hard to imagine. Oh, come on, and he ran away. That elite that you saw that appeared there is one of the special elites. And they change every season. So the thing with that special elite is that when he appears, you basically are in a really bad situation. And most of the cases when he appears, you're gonna almost end up dying. In this case, I kinda die because I used the last resort talent that I can use, which if I suffer a fatal hit that's gonna kill me, I get transformed into a demon form and avoid to get killed. So it's like I'm using an extra life there. But yeah, there is an achievement. You are able to kill that guy or that elite, but I couldn't do it because it's like he has a timer. So it's like you don't kill him in certain amount of time, he's gonna run away and disappear. In this case, I couldn't kill it, but he gave me a nice amount of reward here. The Albert Bounty, which allowed me to get an extra treasure here on this dell. I definitely got lucky that he didn't kill me, but that was super tough. Okay, we pull the treasure and continue with the next section of the dell. We got a pit guy here. I'm gonna put it. Is that an original Nifel? Who? My character, yeah, he's a Nifel. Race Nifel, but he's a demon hunter. Nifel. What do you mean? You don't like the animation of the male Nifels? Yeah, I know some people don't like how they move or the way that you interact with them. Oh, really? I didn't know that when the Burning Crusade came up, Blood Elf. Oh, I guess. Let me guess. You went Paladin Blood Elves, right? Everybody back then wanted to play Blood Elves when they first came up. Oh, Rogue. Yeah, that's a nice class for a Blood Elves. I remember when the Burning Crusade came up, everybody wanted to play Paladin Blood Elves. The main reason, of course, back then it was because in the vanilla World of Warcraft, a Horde could create Paladins. Only Alliance could create Paladins. A lot of people want to play that class, so you can imagine a lot of people decided to play with Paladins when the Burning Crusade came up. And Blood Elves Paladins looks really good in my opinion. So you got the new race that could have that class that only one faction could play. But now both factions could have Paladin. A lot of people went to Horde and play with and create Blood Elves Paladins. And I don't know that exactly how are different with the judgments. Um, but what I know is that it was basically a trade-in. When the Burning Crusade came up, it was Alliance could have shamans and Horde could have paladins. So that was the trade-in. We got the Dry Knights, we could have shamans, and the Horde Blood Elves could have the paladins. Honestly, for me, I had never played a shaman before, but I have played. I actually had a paladin toon, no about blood elves, a human paladin. They really had a nice set. No, every race can be a demon hunter. Only two races can be demon hunter, which are the night elves and the blood elves. These are the only races that can be demon hunters. Yeah, it's basically also the way to connect teams because you got blood elves, which are the horde, and night elves, which are alliance. So you got now one class for both factions. So that was the way they put it. You got and it's the interesting part is that lore-wise, as far as I remember, you see Black Temple with the blood, with the Burning Crusade, Black Temple Raid. You see that you actually fight Blood Elves, which are the Illidaris. They got this faction that serve Illidan, which called the Illidaris. The interesting part is that back then, in the Burning Crusade, you see that all of the Illidaris, they were blood elves, they were some demons, but most of the time they were blood elves. But the thing that actually was not there, it was night elves. So it's like they probably twisted the lore a little because originally I remember when you were in the Burning Crusade, you never see any night elves be part of the Illidari army. Yes, I remember Altrius in Nagaran. He was an elite. Um, oh yeah, definitely. You're right. I totally was forgetting that. But he actually was against the Legion, if I remember. He was not part of the Illidaris. He was basically the quest that he gave you in Nagaran was focused on trying to destroy the Legion, sabotage the one of the Legion's camps. He was not part of the yeah, he was not part of the Illidan forces. But yeah, now that you remind me that, it's quite interesting. And you know what? And the best part, in case that you are wondering, there is actually demon hunters in vanilla World of Warcraft. Um, there is one character, as far as I remember from vanilla, which was a night elf that was a demon hunter back in there. Um, it's something that is a little Easter egg, but yeah, definitely was in vanilla World of Warcraft. There was demon hunter, or at least one demon hunter that I remember that was back then. He was on Ashara in a little island. And then you got the Burning Crusade, where you got Illidan. Um, you got Illidan as Demon Hunter, some Illidaris, and other Demon Hunters that appear around in the raids. It was crazy, definitely. I always like to play the Burning Crusade. It's one of the. It's really a good expansion. Also, Bravo Lich King. I got my top favorite are. I think I prefer Legion, the first one, Burning Crusade second, and Bravo Lich King third. That's my list of expansions that I definitely prefer. I just love it, the Legion storyline and all the things that you can do in that expansion. They went nuts with that expansion back in the day. Um, I don't. Let me remember. Um, I don't remember any particular demon hunter in Silitus. In vanilla, I maybe in the main camp. I just don't remember which one. But definitely in Ashara, there was a demon hunter on the vanilla World of Warcraft. I think he actually could give you some quest. And I remember he was an elite, and he was on some kind of exile. One of the few demon hunters. Probably there was more demon hunters in vanilla. I just remember this one in particular that was located in Ashara. And the funny part is that back then, demon hunters, since there's no warglades weapons available, they basically just use one-hand swords. I mean, the model looks like a warglaive, but it was actually in the game file since I used swords. Later in the Legion expansion, they added the weapon called the warglades, which is the one that is using my character right now. And I even remember the legendary weapons of Illidan. Back in the Burning Crusade, they were swords. There were no warglades. So what the game called them sword was basically one-hand swords. Back on the Burning Crusade, it was later in the Legion expansion that they changed to this new title weapon called warglades. Orange glades. Yep. That can be a little confusing. I remember in Silitus there were some NPCs. GM weapons. Probably I saw it in private servers. There is some quite fun, interesting GM weapons, not accessible to players. But yeah, you definitely are right. I just can't remember. 100% you saw them. Yeah, most likely. Might probably be in a expansion, some of a few expansions before. Well, back then, as I remember, these weapons were swords. There was no called warglades. That kind of weapon that was known to Legion expansion. When they decide to, instead of call them swords, one hand swords, they call them warglades. You should try to focus on. Are you be thinking about playing on retail? Because let me tell you, there is a lot of extra content to explore now in the game. You're probably gonna spend a couple of months trying to explore all the new things that are available in the game. Like when this need probably newer computer. For real. I mean, yeah, I heard this the War Within got us on graphics improvements that would you require an later graphics cards. Yeah, you probably are right, Pom. I mean, I don't think you need a super powerful computer, in my opinion. Probably something that basic. You gotta run the game on low settings. I used to do that back when I got my first computer and playing this game. Everything low settings, everything, and the game still lacks. Has back then has a low frame per seconds. It was, let's say, a nice experience. Like right now with this expansion, we got the villain is called um, it's called a blood elf called Salata, which is a boy entity, basically taking possessing the corpse of a blood elf. In this expansion, basically the main bad guys are the voids, or in the upcoming patch, the main bad guy is gonna be the boilers. No, she's not an night elf. She looks purple, but this is because I don't know, maybe her boy energies. I don't know how the boy actually works, but no, she is actually a blood elf. Uh, yeah, blood elf. A blood elf that used to, well, or used to be a blood elf. She just possesses the curse. She doesn't look. In reality, she probably is some kind of twisted, ugly tentacle boy monster, her true form. But she's possessing the curse of a blood elf. I'm hoping in the last raid of this expansion, we at least can have a look on who is the true for Salata. Pretty sure it's gonna be one of these boy creatures with tentacles and some kind of Lovecraft inspired creature. But yeah, she's like actually the for now the main bad guy of this current expansion. Like in the Burning Crusade, you got Illidan. Like basically was the main bad guy, but he actually was not the bad guy. He was just, let's say, misunderstand. Or his plan was totally misunderstand. Okay, this Dell has been definitely quite fun, in my opinion. Now I arrived to the last boss. So each Dell, in case and Tronic official, you got a last boss. This is the last boss of the Dell, and you have to defeat the last boss in order to get the treasure. Now the crazy part with this Dell is that you can destroy every single mob in this place and end up dying by the last boss. That has happened to me a quite amount of time, a few amount of times when I'm trying to do the elves. That the last boss like killed me. Uh, well, the thing is that actually that question actually was answered in Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne, where lore-wise, Illidan lose against Arthas, or what probably was some kind of influence Arthas by the Lich King. He lost the fight. Yeah, in the last map, he almost got killed. He didn't die, so he got badly hurt, and then he escaped to Aulan. But probably it was not a fair fight because, you know, Arthas was under the control of the Lich King, totally under control of him. Probably the person that Illidan was fighting was not even Arthas himself. He was probably some kind of twisted influence by the Lich King. Well, I will not call Illidan an anti-hero because it's quite interesting, you know, the whole thing. We understand the Legion expansion, what actually happened. That's true, you know. Now that you mention, he never switched to Demon 4. I don't know why he didn't. Probably because maybe they were just agreeing, some kind of agreement between Arthas and him that it was gonna be a battle between, I don't know. Yeah, but you're right. Elida never turned into Demon Form. But the best part is that in the Legion expansion, Yeah, the best part is in the Legion expansion, we finally understand the motivation of Illidan all along and why he does what he does or he did. You should take a look on that expansion. Legion, you understand a lot of things of why Illidan did certain stuff a lot, and it makes totally sense. And just letting you know that Illidan is not actually any kind of villain. He is probably one of the saviors of Azeroth at the end. Okay, finishing this spell on Bronze Spear, go to level 17 with an achievement, Booty System 7. We got a lot of nice treasures here. Since I defeated the last boss, got all these treasures. You got a lot of things that I can use to upgrade my gear.
That's more like it.
And I got a nice boots for upgrade. Beautiful. Gonna take a look here. I'm gonna upgrade my list or items. I'm gonna delete this list of items, and I'm gonna upgrade the PUE sets that I got pre-equipped. I'm gonna upgrade it with this new item. Thank you, Tronic. Really appreciate it. That deal feels super fast in my opinion. But this is what is a Dell basically. A single player dungeon. You get rewards, you get sets, you get all of these kind of nice things if you complete the whole thing. One of the main things that it appear on this new expansion. Needless to say, look at this. These are all the new sun. I don't know if you had this, for example, is one of the best places to go. It's called Hallowfall. This is one of the most beautiful places that I had seen, in my opinion, so far. Like you can go here. There's actually a Dell to complete here. It's called Nightfall Santun, and it's actually overcharged Dell. So we're gonna go this one next. But that place called Hallowfall, let me tell you, is one of the best and more, I will say, most beautiful places to visit. And I'm gonna show you why. Like, I think it's the first time they try to do some kind of stuff here with that. Man, look all this. My computer is gonna blow up. Look all this lag that I'm dealing right now. I'm gonna have to change my graphic options. Okay, let's go to change the graphic options to good. And now I got only more frame per seconds. Otherwise, my PC probably couldn't handle all these graphics. Okay, I can get more copper keys. So, I'm gonna go to this new place called Hallowfall. I mean, it blows my mind. Let me tell you, I know what you're talking about. This game definitely you need a powerful system sometimes to run it, especially when you are in capital cities like in Dornogal. It can be a super demanding when you computer. Okay, we're in this new place here. This is called Akshkahek. We got Spider's Kingdom here. This is mostly spiders everywhere here. One of the places from the new island called Kazagar. And then we go to one of the best places, in my opinion. I think it's the most beautiful place in all the whole World of Warcraft zones that you can visit. Well, also got Grizzly Hills and Agran. But in here, they decide to add an amazing graphical element, which is this huge crystal right here called Beladar. Like, look at this thing. They decide to add this thing here, and the place looks beautiful. And it switch between boy energy and light energy. So you can imagine that everything changed depending on this crystal. They went nuts with some of the creating this place in this expansion. Yes, in case that you are wondering, it's this place, Hallowfall, and that thing, that huge crystal, that you can go there, but definitely it's huge. It's called Beradar. So you can imagine how beautiful this place is. I mean, look all the graphical details. Yep. Gonna get one of the chests.
Fortunate with the sacred flame and inspire the Arathis valor.
Get a book here, How to Make Money and Influence Subordinates. I'm pretty sure they took this inspiration from another book or real life. Yeah, I think I know where they took this, the reference. The book that you can actually get is called How to Make Money and Influence People, something like that. Most of the things that I see on the game, like this, like for example, this thing here, they take the reference from real life stuff, and sometimes I definitely like to see where they connected the, where they take the reference. All right, gonna go to the another delve for today's stream. This is called Nightfall Santun. You can see here you got their own map and everything. There's a lot of cultists here. And I'm gonna get another talent from this console Dix. Suffering damage from overcharged traps reduce damage taken by 10%, stack up to 3 times. Additionally, you are no longer snared by electric zappers. Suffering damage from overcharged traps grant 50% increased damage for 7 seconds, stack up to 3 times. I don't like that kind of buff, because it means that I have to go through the Mind Star here. Reduce damage taken. Let's go with this one. I want to make more damage. Now this thing here is like the talents that you can upgrade with the dells. This was included with the new patch. So got a new del here, and I had to take damage on these things. Electric Zapper. That's gonna take another one. Now this place got some nice environment things. Like I can use to my advantage these shits. Got hi, oof, and then destroy it. Please visit my page for layouts and design. Thank you, Graphic Studio. Appreciate it. Not right now. Right now, I'm doing a stream. I'm trying to complete this cell. Look at all this. I'm gonna use to my advantage these dark beans. Alright, so we got another deal to complete. Got some creatures here. Gonna pull them. It's gonna use this thing to my advantage and making receive damage for it. Right, we got one of these shadow things. I'm gonna use this to my advantage, so you can go here, and I'm gonna fire these shadow balls. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and this creature are gonna receive damage. Can't even go in circles. And we got one of the underpins here. And the underpin is down. Gonna get some treasure for Bram. I like how he changes hat every time I do a new deal. I guess now using some kind of masquerade or something. It's quite funny. And a little subtle detail that they added each time that you do a deal with him, he changes his hat. Or Max, he put something different. Okay, let's go here. We got plenty of things to do. That's gonna help us to get more DPS. Oh, and I ended up fighting from the platform. This void lines definitely helps a lot to deal with this mod faster. You can see I'm using these boil lines to make like a DPS boost. Since they go to my position, I can use it to lower the heal of the mobs. Everything that I dealing here is helping a lot in this situation. And in some cases, it feels kind of unfair to do that because it's like you can kill all the mods in few seconds. I don't even have to use. The only abilities I had to use here is to maybe go to Demon 4 and support more damage. But besides that, I can take down all these mobs in super easily. Look at this super elite, I ended up destroying it in few seconds. And I almost get killed there.
You're looking a bit rough.
Oh, you're welcome, Tronic official. Appreciate it for coming to today's stream. Thank you so much for joining. Keep in mind if you got any question or anything that I can help you with Warcraft, always remember that you can ask me. Hope that you definitely had a nice, good night. I'm gonna finish in this tale, and there's gonna be our stream 4 to 9. Kind of crazy, some of the dells here actually help you a lot to focus on completing them fast if you use the environment right. Like using these boy lines, I can target boy airstrikes, and that's gonna give me a good amount of boost DPS. Like look how fast I kill this elite. Like he doesn't have any chance to do anything. Feel a little unfair, but I guess the developers is putting that to take advantage of the terrain on the dells. Right, we got more lines here. And I was able to take down all the underpins in seconds. Look at that. I'm gonna use the lines, the boy lines, to call airstrikes to my wheel and focus on killing this elite underpin. He's dead. Now we got this pit guy here. We got another elite behind here. So I'm gonna use these airstrikes. I'm gonna focus on lower his heal super fast. And he is dead. It's quite curious how they add these things that you using right can make you a ton of DPS boost. Like this is there are two dells that actually can do this kind of stuff, and the other one is with the sports that can actually also help you a lot with the DPS if you use the environment right. And this one is the other one. In this case, you got these lines that are called X-rays on your position. If you use it right, you can kill all the elites and mods in few seconds. like that rare. I kill it in few seconds and I get a special talent now. Okay, got to focus on cleaning the cauldrons. I got to destroy Dark Flame Pressure. I got to destroy 3 more, and then I'm gonna be able to face the last boss of this place. Got to the...
It's treasure. I know it. We're close.
Alright, we get to the half of the Dell. Now I'm gonna go to the last part. I got 3 Dark Fire Braziers. I'm gonna destroy them and then finishing with the Dell.
Those ships are coming for us.
Right, now I'm almost finishing the Dell. Let's go to this part here. It's gonna use airstrikes, getting all these modes. I have to be careful because I can end up killing myself there if I'm not careful with the lines.
You're looking up there, bro.
Right, only need to destroy 2 more Dark Fire Braziers. I'm gonna be able to finish with the Dell. Super quick to this kind of Dells are super quick to complete because you can use the environment to help you boost the DPS and take down all the mobs fast. Right, things are getting out of control. I'm gonna back off a little and try to get more heal or something. Almost.
Those ships are coming for us. Keeper, next time let's use some harder hitting moves.
Okay, that was intense.
That's more like it.
I got 2 extra lives left. Let's gonna finish in and just take down all these mobs. Gonna keep using some hell with from the Dells to take down this group of elites. Alright, now the last part. One more Darkfire Treasure to destroy, and that we're gonna finish with the Dell. Got a little group of elites here. Right, and now we jump to the last boss. And the boss is down. That was funny. But definitely makes a lot of damage. I almost died there. The good thing is that they put these lines to make all the little shadow airstrikes, so I just using to lower the boss health super fast and ended up completing the Dell.
I'll give you a hand with this one.
I also complete one of the weekly quests. Got the treasure run, bountiful coffer. I don't got more keys, so I can open that chest, sadly. Let me see the stronghold. And then we got another of these chests. I can open the bounty coffer, but what I did was basically I complete the weekly objective, so now I'm just going back to Tornogal and collect the reward. And that's gonna be for today with Dells. Definitely was a fast experience. I'm gonna just to collect the quest reward and complete the whole thing. Computer is crying right now. Too much lag.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Worldwide research.
Truth is out.
It's got 2 catches. Let's see what we got. Hellfire chest. Take 6 Hellstone shard I can exchange for X-Mox iron. Pinnacle chest. We got restore recovery key. 623 iron level. 450 kev and the most important 3000 gold. That's a nice amount of gold. Well guys, thank you so much for joining today's stream. Definitely we got a lot of progress today. Tomorrow probably gonna be focusing on PvP. We're gonna see if I'm able to stream. Needless to say guys, that you got any questions, remember that you're always welcome to ask me on my Instagram profile or TikTok. I'm gonna be posting different updates about the sets that I get, and also if I find some information about the next patch that is coming or what new things are coming up. But needless to say guys, thank you so much for joining tonight's stream. I will see you on the next one.